Good morning, everybody. We are back at it again. So, where we left off, I want to get some grass planted. And, oh yeah, we got to do, needs lime. Yeah, we got to do the lime thing. We also need some rollers to get rid of the rocks. All that good stuff. And, well, we got weeds to contend with too, but I ain't gonna worry about that either. Let's turn the weeds off. Let's see what else we got to deal with here. I don't think we have to deal with anything else. Yeah, so I got to lime it, plant it with grass, and roll it. Oh, and fertilize it. It'll need another stage of fertilizer too. Yeah, it'll need to be fertilized too. I want to try to get the maximum yield out of this because we're limited to this land here, so we got to get every little bit out of it we can. Are the cows making, or I should say calves? I'm guessing we don't have much for. Yeah, we don't have hardly any slurry yet. It's going to be a while before we get enough. So, unfortunately, I'll probably have to take out a little bit more money at the bank. Let's go talk to Amanda and see what she's got for some equipment. I might buy some of it if it's cheap enough. But some of it I'll probably just end up leasing. I think lime, being we only have to do lime like every 2 or 3 years, I think lime I'm just going to rent that spreader. Let's get the lime on there first. I think I'll do all the fields as long as I'm renting it. Just get them all limed. That way they're ready for spring. So, alrighty, let's get to that's the plan. I'm gonna get some lime done first. I think I better do some maintenance on this old girl too. I'd like to get it washed too, but I'm trying to pinch the pennies here. A little mud ain't gonna hurt it any. But I definitely want to get the oil changed and do some maintenance on it. That's getting pretty low. Well, that's not in the red yet, but I like to... $2,000? Ouch! That's a little high for an oil change, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. If I got to borrow a little money, it is what it is. Got to keep this stuff tuned up a little bit. Alright, let's see what we can do for lime. Your oil changes are very expensive, girl. You gotta tone down these prices a little bit. Come on. Alright, what do we got for limers here? Lime spreaders. I don't think we have a whole lot of selection, and I don't have any mods for that either. Let's see. This. That only does fertilizer. Okay, that one will do lime. Oh, I do have a mod here. I didn't see this little guy. 28,000, 45,000. That one holds 4,000. 42 meters. Oh wow, this one's. Let's try this. I never tried this mod yet. Let's see how well this mod works. I think that'll keep the cost down. All right, let's lease that and see how it works. Okay, let's go get that filled up. Houston, we have a problem here. Apparently that lime is kind of heavy. I'm gonna have to get a weight on that. Let's see, let's close the cover. I'm not even gonna try to lift it. Let's put it down. Unhook it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a front weight. I wonder how much weight I'm gonna need to counteract that. Yeah, that's not gonna work too well. Alright, let's go get a weight on the front of this to counterbalance it a little bit here. Okay, I got a 1.5 ton weight here. Let's see if that's enough to counterbalance it. If not, I'll have to go something bigger. I don't want to go too big on this poor little tractor. Just need something to keep the front wheels on the ground. There, let's see. Now we got a little weight on the front. Let's see if that helps. our situation here. Let's keep the front wheels on the ground. Ugh. So far so good. Let's see how it handles here. I think we might have this under control. She does slide a little bit, but we got the front wheels on the ground, so I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's go spread some lime. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this downhill, being it's so much weight. And boy, that's got a nice wide spread. I like that, this spreader. Let's see how it does here. Oh yes, that'll spread some lime. Ain't got much for capacity though. Looks like we might be running to the shop and refilling it quite often, but as long as it gets the job done, that's all I care about. Yeah. Okay, I changed my mind. That little spreader is going to take forever. I don't want to be running back and forth, refilling the dang thing. I know I lost a little bit of money there. I took out another 25,000. I had another 25,000 to my loan, but we got to start making some progress here. This is getting ridiculous. Let's see. Let's return this junk. Well, I shouldn't say junk, but it's just... it's taking too long. Get something that can get a little more done here. I'm gonna try to do it in one shot here. I'm sure it's gonna cost a few bucks to fill this baby. Lime is usually not too expensive though. What's probably gonna hurt us a little bit is the seeds. There, let's see, open cover. I should be able to do all my fields with this in one shot, hopefully. And watch the money disappear. Gotta spend money to make money. Hopefully I can make it all back once the cows get old enough to make some milk, hopefully. Takes time. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Shoot, we can afford that, no problem. Alright, let's go actually get something done here. That might be a little big for my tractor, but I think it can do it. Yeah. She does struggle on the hills a little bit. It's a lot of weight, so I've been, when I run it, I've been trying to go down the hill when I actually spread it. I'm hoping that once I get the load down a little bit, she'll handle a little better. But it's going a lot quicker than that first spreader I bought. That would have took forever. It's the trip back and forth to the store, because it's such a long ways back to the store. I didn't mind refilling it every time. It's just the trip back to the store that took forever. But we'll get this done. Like I say, she's going to struggle on the hills a little bit, but as long as I spread it going downhill. Yeah, you can hear it if you listen. She just barely gets up the hills. Well, it's getting better as the trailer gets unloaded. But yeah, when I first started out, she's like, oh, she even going to make it up that hill? She struggled a little bit. So we'll get there, ever so slowly. Takes time to do a good job, but we'll get there. Well, it looks like I was wrong about doing it all in one load, but 2 loads is better than doing like 10-15 loads, that's for sure. So if I get one more big load, I think we can get her all done. Because I'd say I got well over half of it done. So yeah, we're getting there. Gotta get some crops in the ground, man. Taking too long. Gotta get this done. Well, there. Isn't that a pretty sight? The fields are all white. Hey, that rhymes. So, yeah, one step down. Now we got to look at some planters and get this planted in grass, and then that's about all we can do. Well, till spring, I think. Let's see, we even got a little lime left over. We'll save that for next time. We'll just kind of... Why did it throw it way over there? I wanted it over on the lawn here. Tell you, nothing wants to listen. Oh, I gotta get out of flight mode here. There we go. Come on. I suppose this ain't light enough to pick up either. Nope. Well, I'll push it over there with the tractor then. Didn't put it where I want it. I wanted it over there on the lawn, not in the middle of the driveway. I think I can push it over there. There we go. Just kind of tuck it over here behind this rock for now. There. Alright, let me go return this. We shouldn't have to worry about lime for at least 2 seasons. Maybe 3. I don't know how often you got to do it, but let's go find a planter. And if it's cheap enough, I think I'll just buy it. Let's see what we can find for planters here. I downloaded a couple different mods. Let's see, where's the first one? That one is nice and cheap, but it is so narrow. So I think I'm going to skip that one. Another one I found, let's see. Where the heck is it? Oh, staring right in my face. That one looks fairly promising. 3 meters. About $10,000. That'd be a pretty decent little planter, I think. But there was one more I was going to look at. It was Russian. There it is. Yeah, and then another advantage to this one. Oh, it's cheaper too. Oh, and it's wider. Okay, so I think this is the one we're going to go with. The reason is I can buy this little trailer thingamajiggy, and I can double them up and even triple them up, make them really wide if I want to later on. But for now, I think I'm just going to... Do I buy or lease that? You know, I got oats to plant too this spring. I think for that price, I think I'm gonna buy it. I think. Let's see. Orange. Can we make that red? No, no red. Oh, come on. No red at all, huh? Oh, that kind of sucks. Well, I guess orange will have to do. So... yeah, I think I'm going to buy it. And if it doesn't take forever... Oh, thanks, Amanda. As long as it don't take forever to plant a field... Oh, I forgot to return the... Yeah, we definitely don't need that anymore. We're good on that for at least a couple years, I think. So we're all done with that. Alrighty, let's see how this little seeder works here. I've used it before. It's not a bad little seeder. It can be a little cumbersome when you hook 2 of them together. But yeah, it's cheap, and it should get done what we need to get done here. Let's see, open cover. We're going to continue to buy seed in bulk, I think. If I remember correctly, even though it's a small seeder, it runs a long time on what little bit you put in it. Ooh, that hurt the pocketbook a little teeny bit. Okay, I think we gotta switch covers for fertilizer. Then we gotta drive into it again to make it. There we go. Alright, and let's switch it to grass. There. Let us go plant some grass. The nice thing about this, planting grass is a one-time deal. Once I get this field planted and all set up, basically I just got to fertilize it once a year and we'll get lots of nice grass and hay. So it'll be a good deal. It's not the widest planter, but it's a nice fast little planter. So I think this will be ideal just for obviously planting the grass, one-time thing. And the only other thing I need it for is to plant oats. And that's not too big of a field, so I think this little planter will do alright. I may double it up later, maybe to save a little time, but I don't think it's going to take too long to plant all this. So I'll be back with you in a jiffy when I get her done. We are out. Not out of seed, but out of fertilizer. You would think they'd make some of these planters where you could just skip the fertilizer and just plant just the seeds, because eventually I'm going to have plenty of fertilizer. I mean, I don't have it yet, but once the cows get going here, I'm going to have plenty of manure to spread. It'd be nice if I could find a planter with an option to turn off the fertilizer. Either way, I'm going to need seeds for this spring anyway, instead of running back and forth between the store. I think I'm going to hop in the pickup truck and put that to work. I think I'll put a couple of pallets of seeds in there and maybe a pallet of fertilizer. Should be able to hold it in the back of the pickup with no problem. So I'll have to spend a little money and lease a forklift to get it in there. But once it's in there, it'll be in there. I do believe this has got straps. Yeah. I think I can fit some stuff in here. Put this pickup truck to work. Back in a few. Okay, here's what I decided to do. I brought my pickup truck here to get some seeds and fertilizer. The problem is, unless I cheat and use super strength, I have no way of getting these up in there. I thought, well, I'll have to buy a forklift. And then I got to thinking, why should I have to pay or lease a forklift? Because normally when you go buy feed someplace, they load it up for you with a forklift. So what I decided to do, I do have power tools on here, which gives you the option to add and remove money, and I let Amanda pay for the forklift. So the forklift, and here's the rules, and I can make whatever rules I want. It's my game, so I make the rules, right? Can we agree on that? It's my game. I can make up the rules the way I want to make them up. Okay. So anyway, the rule is this forklift is strictly for the store area only. It's for loading and unloading stuff for the store. I'm not allowed to take this to the farm and use it. So that's my rule. Is it a good rule? Well, anyway, let's see if we can get these loaded up into the truck. Let's see. What's funny is I drive so many of these in real life. It's actually harder to drive this forklift in the game than it is a real forklift. I don't know why, but it is. I mean, I can drive. In real life, I can drive these things with my eyes closed. But I think the smart thing would be to put one pallet on top of the other. It'd probably be a little easier to do it if I had actual, because using a keyboard is not, just ain't the same of actually grabbing like levers on a, does this have side shift? Okay, that's up and down. What a piece of junk forklift, doesn't have side shift. It looks like it's got side shift. But looks like we're pretty even. In real life, I would already have these pallets in the truck already. That's what's sad about this. Well, instead of making you watch me embarrass myself here, let me really come on. I won't make you watch me this embarrassment here. So I'll be back when I get it loaded in the truck. Well, I finally got it in there. Again, yeah, it's amazing how different things are in real life than when trying to, like in real life, you can remove the back of the tailgate and this ball hitch, and obviously get a lot closer with the forklift and slide it in and do the, well, you know what I mean. If any of you out there are similar to my situation, you've actually run this stuff in real life and then you try to run it in the game, it's just different. So let's strap it all down and close the tailgate. We should be good with seed and fertilizer for a while. Might even have enough to plant the rest of the... probably not plant the rest of the field, but definitely more than enough to get the rest of the grass field planted. Alright. Let's get the... Whoops. Come on. I want to go in the tractor, not the truck. There we go. Sweet. Okay, let's get the truck out of the way and continue planting our grass field. That should be good enough for now. Coming along good, coming along good. Yeah, this is pretty close to the planters we used to use. We never had nothing for big planters. It took a while to plant. Yeah, we didn't have a Russian one like this, but I mean the style of the planter was very similar to this. Eventually my neighbor got sick of it taking so long to plant stuff that my dad did. He made up like another hitch, so you could pull two at the same time, and it was a pretty good rig. I mean, that's the way we did things back in those days. You just kind of rigged up the old stuff to make it work. So yeah. Plant some grass. This field's a little bumpy. Yeah, quite pleased with how that little planter did. It was a little slow because it's a little narrow, but yeah, I like that little planter. It did a good job. I figure since it's kind of an orangish color, I'd park it next to the Alice Chalmers here. Good spot to park it, and got somewhat of a little shed here. Now the next thing we got to deal with. We have lots of little rocks we got to pound down into the ground, and I gotta go talk to Amanda again, see what I can find for some rollers. Well, here's what I found. This is way too expensive, and just nah. But I did find these little guys for only $750 a piece. Now by itself, it's kind of narrow. It'd take forever to roll it, but what's cool is, if you buy one with these extensions, you can hook one more, hook one more on each side here and make it wider. So if I buy one with the extensions and then buy two more with no extensions, I think we can hook them all together and make a nice little roly-roly thingamajiggy thing. Yeah. I think this will work great. Might take a little time getting them attached together, What's cool is I could probably even buy more and really make it wide, but this will work. This is plenty good enough, I think. Let's see, it might be a little tricky. What the heck is going on here? Why is that hooking way up there? Why don't you hook to the bottom hitch? Well, I think it'll still work. There is no off button on these, so unfortunately it's going to flash not your land until I get on my land. Let's see, can I... If I'm good, I might be able to hook these up at the same time. Let's see if we can do this here. See if my backing skills are on. Boy, that's a little tricky to back up, especially with it on that upper hitch. I don't know why it's attaching way up there. But I think it'll still work. Well, it's a little finicky to back up. I think we can do this though, and it's going to be a nice rig once I get it hooked up. Obviously, once I get them hooked together, they're going to stay hooked together. Okay, can we get the other one hooked now? Let's see, no, we want to go this way. Come on, you can do this. Haha! Yeah! I think this is going to work great. And it was cheap, and I own it. Okay, I did have to, with the GPS, if you hit auto width, it only senses the single one, which ain't very wide. It's only like 6 feet wide. I set it manually to around about 15, and I think that's about where we want to be. It probably could have set it a little wider, but I want to make sure it doesn't miss any parts of the field. So I think we got that set. Let's start rolling here and see how this works. I like how when you're not on your land it speeds up, and then when you get on your land and it works, and yeah. Long as it does what I need it to do, I don't care how much noise it makes. Okay, let's see how this works here. Yeah, it's doing its job. Pushing the rocks down? Yes, it is. Yes, I do believe we have this all set here. Okay. They're clunky, they're crude, but they were cheap, and they get the job done. That's all we need. So, back in a few. There, that looks like a good spot to park these, right in the brush right next to the rock. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That'll be all grass, and it'll stay grass. I don't know what it's going to need for well, no, fertilization even looks pretty good. What the heck is this? I spread lime on this. Why is this? Okay, you've all seen me. I covered this whole thing in lime. Why is this little section not limed? Yep, that's what it is. Why is that not limed? Okay. I'm sorry, that just bugs me. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna cheat my way into fixing that. Whatever it costs to get lime on that and fix it, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not gonna pay for it. That's a glitch. I limed that. That's not fair. What the heck? Back in a few when I fix that little issue. Now let's see what that looks like. That's better. If the game's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat back. Basically, the only conclusion I can come to is because I didn't plow this section when I plowed the rest of this. I mean, I didn't because it was plowed already. So I had to plow it again, lime it, replant it, and I did. I kept track of the money I had already, and I just subtracted it from whatever it was. Yeah, that wasn't fair because you all see me. Obviously, I limed it. It was already plowed. The only reason I made a fit about it is because this is grass, and like if it was the cornfield or any other field, I probably would have let it slide because that'll get re-limed and re-cultivated. Whereas this grass, this is going to stay grass, and that lime thing would have been just bugging me all the while I continued to play this. So I had to fix it. I'm sorry, but anyway, I think this video. What is spying on me? Really? The government is spying on me now? Come back here. Oh my God! It's not a good day. It's not a good day. I gotta end this. I gotta end this before I go crazy. So I am going to end it here. Hopefully next time we'll. Let's see. Next time I think we'll be going through winter. That'll pass quickly. There's not much I can do in the winter time, other than maybe plow a little snow. But yeah, there's not much more I can do until spring comes. Yeah, because I believe I'm going to double check that quick. All the other crops are spring crops. Yeah, the only thing I can plant right now is potatoes and sorghum and grapes. Or no, that's harvest. Never mind. No, I cannot. Oh, I could plant wheat, barley, or canola. But I think I already made up my mind on what crops I want. Yeah, the 3 main crops I want are getting planted in April. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of sleeping in the next few months. Sleeping and feeding cows until planting season. And like I say, I borrowed the absolute minimum amount of money I could to get by for the winter. Let's see, we gotta get this parked up by the house. The only thing I'll have to buy in the spring is another planter, the corn planter. Whoops, where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. Jeez. Yeah, I think I better quit while I'm ahead here. It's getting pretty rough here. So yeah, we got plenty of seeds and all that stuff, so that should be good. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Enough is enough. So see you next time. Hopefully next time will be in the spring, and I'll get some more crops planted. Bye for now.